Hello and welcome to this presentation for BME co-op students. Today I'm going to talk to you about ways to pursue opportunities outside of PAL as well as international opportunities that are available to UC students. I'm going to start by talking about international opportunities, and I want to make sure that you know the links that are on this page as we talk about them are also available on Blackboard in your BME Co-op job search group under international opportunities. You'll find all of the hyperlinks available there as well. The International Co-op program at UC is a formalized structured program that includes intensive language training in German or Japanese, as well as an 8-month experience abroad. Students interested in this program need to apply by the end of their sophomore year. Experience programs at UC are single semester English speaking internship experiences abroad in Hong Kong, Singapore, Toronto, Santiago, and Cape Town. These programs offer a high level of touch and high support in securing positions in the countries of interest, and as I mentioned, they're English speaking and single semester experiences. Oftentimes students perform an independent search for international positions. Going Global is an excellent resource and an excellent place to get started with this job search, as Going Global is a website where companies can post international internship positions. Next, to talk about study tours. Study tours are short-term trips that travel during university breaks that are faculty-led and take small groups of students all around the world to explore different aspects of culture and academics. If we look at this link quickly, within UC, there is a huge listing each year of opportunities for faculty-led study abroad or short-term experiences. And those short-term experiences could be professionally oriented, doing business in China, for example. They may be advanced imaging and technology. They may be, or they may be looking at culture, as you see cinema or arts or porcelain, or they might be exploring the workforce or service learning based as students perform service while they're in other countries. So this is available through the through UC International website. As I said, students travel during breaks between their academic and co-op semesters. So there'll be trips that go after fall exams but before Christmas, or after Christmas and before the start of spring classes. So this might be, if this is something of interest, it's a great way to sort of get your feet wet in international travel as a part of a group and for a shorter term period. And they're offered each semester. So if that's something of interest, you may want to look into that and maybe plan for the future in that experience. And the last international opportunity that I'll speak about in this presentation is study abroad. Students do have the option to substitute a full-time semester of classes abroad for a co-op term. So that can fit into a co-op student schedule. And as I said, all of those links and information are available on Blackboard. Moving forward, looking at opportunities outside of PAL. Students are certainly encouraged and expected to look outside of PAL for opportunities of interest, especially if students have unique interests, and as they move through the co-op program, oftentimes have specific interests or specific companies in mind. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to find those opportunities, find companies, and utilize your network. Before we get started, I want to talk about the requirements of a co-op position. The requirements are that a position is paid, full-time, career or discipline related, supervised, and evaluated. You can find more information about the recruiting of new employers on our website. Oftentimes in conversations, students are looking for resources that they can provide to employers, and you can find most everything on our website. Know that oftentimes an employer or company may refer to a co-op position as an internship and vice versa. This is a great place to start the conversation when you're armed with information to say, at UC, we define co-op in this way. Do the positions that are available through your internship program meet those same requirements? Just as students can replace a co-op semester with a study abroad, students can also replace a semester of unpaid experience for a co-op term. These oftentimes take place in research or community service, and this experience consists of the same criteria: supervised, evaluated, and career discipline related. However, since the position is not paid, the student is not expected to work full-time and is rather expected to be there 450 hours for the semester. This allows the student to use their otherwise free time to have a part-time position elsewhere to help pay the bills or to maybe take additional coursework. So moving forward into applying, the first and low-hanging fruit is applying to positions that are already posted online. So to find these, you can look at the online leads section of PAL, which you'll find on your View Rank Position list at the very bottom. You can also search online. The typical job posting websites, Indeed, Simply Hired, maybe a company website or your own favorite search engine, can be very helpful in finding positions that are posted and eagerly awaiting applicants. LinkedIn can also be a great resource for this as well, and you'll first want to update your LinkedIn profile. Next, I have listed there some keywords you might use in your job search. Oftentimes, we first just type in biomedical engineering co-op. I've included some additional keywords that are likely to produce results that are consistent with the opportunities that students fill within our program. So outside of positions that are already readily posted and easily available, how do we find companies? How do we figure out where companies are if we want to visit their websites directly? And there's three ways to think about. One way is to look at this as a three-pronged approach. I like to start by thinking about what makes your job search unique. Are you looking at a specific city or state or geographic area? Are you looking within a specific industry sector? And what about your network? What kind of opportunities can your unique network provide? To get started, we'll talk about a geographic search. A keyword search on Google Maps may seem slightly silly and but can be a really straightforward way to get started. So if we go to Google Maps and we type in a specific city, for example, here we have Minneapolis, maybe yours is Toledo or Detroit. But once we have our geographic area of interest within the map area, we can do that keyword search. If we look for medical device within the area, you'll begin to get hits on that keyword within the geographic region. And that can just be a helpful way to get started to understand what is available, what is around, or what isn't around, and what is viable. When you click on each pin, you can find their address, their website, and additional contact information. So it's a great way to just get our job search started and move forward to kind of our entrance down the rabbit hole, if you will, in order to understand what is available. From there, we may look at Chamber of Commerce websites for a city or a region. A Chamber of Commerce is an organization of organization, or an organization of commerce when we think about economics or trade commerce. And this is going to be a resource or an organization that's going to be a business directory for a specific city or region. Each particular city, small town, or region oftentimes has a Chamber of Commerce. So within the city of Cincinnati, we have a Chamber of Commerce. Reading has a Chamber of Commerce. Blue Ash, Westchester, Mason, and across the river, Covington, Newport. So if you do have an interest in a particular area, looking at the Chamber of Commerce for more than just one place can also be quite helpful. And the last thing to talk about in a geographic search is the idea of a state or regional professional organization. This link is to a listing of professional organizations that are regionally associated. So you have here you see Arizona. This is Wisconsin, Houston. BioOhio is our organization here in Ohio, and can actually be really helpful if you're looking for opportunities outside of Cincinnati but within the state of Ohio. Their resource directory or their membership directory can be really helpful for us to utilize as we look at our job search. So here you see their member list. So and through getting started, you see that there's a pretty lengthy listing to these types of organizations throughout the U.S. So they're often state-based, but sometimes regional, and can be very helpful if you have a specific state or region in mind where you would like to target a job search. So that gives you 3 ideas of ways to get started in identifying companies in a geographic job search. The next idea is the idea of an industry search. Perhaps within biomedical engineering, you're interested in medical devices or pharmaceuticals, manufacturing. The opportunities are really endless, and especially as you start your job search, you're not even sure of what is really out there. Biospace is a website that can provide some ideas to get started. You can look at company profile by industry, and you can certainly click on any one of these industries. I'm going to use medical device as our example here again today, and then we're going to see this very lengthy listing of medical device companies that are available here through this directory. Once you are looking at the listing, you can then click on any of the companies. I haven't found this view jobs from this company to be incredibly accurate link. I'd rather just go directly to the company's website by clicking the name. And Intuitive Surgical is the company that is responsible for the Da Vinci robot. And if I'm interested, after I read about the company and learn more about them, if I go to their careers page, here, because Intuitive is a larger company, they have internships directly on their website. And so we can scroll through, and they can tell us what they're looking for and how their process works. And we can submit an application through positions that are already open on their website. So that's pretty straightforward for us in manufacturing engineering position. And again, this is called an internship. We would just want to double check with them in the interview process to ensure that it is paid and full-time. And I would assume that it's evaluated and supervised. So that's a pretty easy, straightforward way to find additional companies of interest, but there may be companies where we get to their website and it's not so straightforward, that it's not, we can't just immediately find an internship link on their website. So for example, if we check out Intralink Spine located in Lexington, Kentucky, we might check out their website, and it's perhaps a smaller company that when we visit their About Us, or we don't see careers immediately available on their website, oftentimes I'll first go to About Us to see if there's anything about careers there. And I'm still not seeing anything, so I'd probably go to the Contact Us link. If on Opportunity we didn't see anything there, I would likely send an email directly to this email address, and I would be inquiring about potential opportunities within the organization for students. When I'm sending an email, I'm not sending a long drawn-out message. I'm not even attaching my resume. I'm simply sending a message to get a reply. And a message that's likely to get a reply is one that is concise and to the point and asks easy to answer questions. So for example, have you hired students in the past, or how would I go about applying for an internship or a co-op position within your organization? It's a pretty easy question to get an answer to. And in that case of that company, if I didn't get a reply to my email, I would probably call the phone number that's on the website and about two weeks later to follow up. So hopefully Biospace can provide you with a solid resource to get started in identifying additional companies within industry, whatever industry that might be for you. Finally, your network can be really valuable in helping make your job search unique. Making sure that your family and friends know that you're looking for an opportunity, your friends, and talking to your family about what their friends may do as well, and your classmates. Maybe in one of your classes or a campus event or organization, you hear someone talking about their co-op experience. Talk to them about whether or not their company might be hiring for the next semester and what the process would be. LinkedIn can be a great resource in all of these ways, through geography, through company identification, and your network. Making sure your profile is up to date, you can then use LinkedIn to look at job postings, identify UC alumni at companies of interest, and identify contacts at companies directly. So again, those examples I found from Biospace, I might then go back into LinkedIn and look at the company and find people that work for that company, and people with the title of recruiter are always good contacts to make that initial contact, to have that conversation about potential opportunities. So hopefully this presentation gives you a very brief overview of what you might do to look outside of PAL, how you can make your job search unique, how to find and apply to positions that are posted, but then also finding companies of interest and contacting them directly for opportunities for co-op and internship. Hopefully you found this helpful.